Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm looking forward to sharing some simple stamping with you with one of my favorites from the catalog, which is, I just lost the name, Nature's Prints, and the Sun Prints Designer Series paper. So let's get started. Here is my information, my email, my website, my August host code, my Facebook business page, YouTube channel, Pinterest. I'm really trying to put some more things out there. And so I hope you're following me on more than one thing. And if you're interested, it's a great time to become a demonstrator. If you're interested, reach out to me because there's some fun promotion right this month. So here is our simple stamping for today. This is using the Nature Prints Cling Stamp Set. It is using our new fun circle punch, and it is using some rhinestones and some dimensionals and some of this wonderful sun print paper. And on the inside, I just put some more of these ferns. So how did I make this? This is simple stamping, and I want to show you how to do it. So the first thing you're going to need is some gray granite. I mix it up every once in a while. This is 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. Just makes it more interesting, I think, sometimes. So then the next thing you'll need is a piece of Night of Navy, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and use my seal to layer that right on my card. So this is, so far, very basic. Then I took some of this designer series paper, or you can call it pattern paper. And it's in the sun prints. Remember, it's 2 sides. So I could choose to do that. In fact, maybe I will, just to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to put adhesive on this side. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Remember, I'm going down in 1/4 inch increments. So I'll make this a little bit different. Now, the beautiful thing with our designer series paper, and I cut a piece, and now I'm looking for my strip. Is that it is double-sided. So I will quickly cut another strip because I cannot find the one I had. But what that means is, oops, I found it. It was on the floor. That's awesome. Is that I can use the opposite side as a little added dimension in the middle of the card. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my seal. And I'm going to put a little bit of seal. Now, remember, you can use this to really line up where you want the middle to be. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but you could use it completely. I don't mind eyeballing. Some people don't like that. I went ahead and used gray granite. And you notice I stamped off, stamped full strength, stamped off, which we've talked about before. Great way to use the same color to get more than one shade. And you can get lots of different shades from one stamp pad, let me tell you. So here we are, putting that on the inside. Now, I have a strip here, and I want to stamp and I could change it up. I could do it, I think I'm going to keep it, because let me check. If I want to change up the colors, because on this one I did this lighter. Let me see. See how dark this would be on my grid paper here. And if you don't have grid paper, I would recommend having some scrap to play around with. Okay, so now, if I then cleaned, get a chamois. I showed you where those are in the back of the catalog. Those are so helpful. So I like to practice and say, how do I like that? So I would stamp this off for sure. And that doesn't really work for me. This is not going to be bright enough. So I'm going to keep it the way I did here and stamp this fern image in the gray granite. And I'm going to stamp it off twice because it's a pretty bright stamp. Okay. Then I'm going to make sure and clean this because this was in the gray granite. I'm cleaning it on my wonderful chamois, and I'm going to stamp that in the middle. Yeah, that shows up better. Now, I think we've talked a little bit about punches, but I'm going to continue to bring them up on Simple Stamping Mondays because it's really important to know that this is how you open the punch. You can close it and it really lays flat and it's easy for storage. And then I like to use strips. So I can kind of put this in here. You notice the punch is upside down so I can see where I'm punching. And I can punch it out. Okay. So that's one of your first tips. Often I use my punches upside down so I can get things. I always say stamp first, then punch out, because then you can line things up. If you haven't got any dimensionals, oh my goodness, get them, because they're so nice to have dimensionals. They really do add something to your card, and don't be, put a lot of them on there so it sticks. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. Now, to me, it just needed something a little bit extra. So what I did is I took one of my blends, and I see if I can find my navy blend really quickly. This is one of my blends, and I just colored some rhinestones. They were, so I can get any color I want of rhinestones. I can get navy, I can get pink, I can get anything I want. All I have to do is use a blend and color it, and I've got a new shade of rhinestone. Oops, that's a little bit of glue sticking there. Let me get that. And there we go. So simple stamping, but yet, if you receive one of those cards, you'd say, hey, somebody made that for me. That's pretty cool. Another thing I would suggest is when you are putting on something like rhinestones, I often take a card scrap, and it could be white, it could be, I probably wouldn't use this color, but I would make it, I usually make it like 3 3/4 by 5, and I would put it in the card when you're mailing it. If not, sometimes these do go through the mail and they injure the envelope. So that's another little tip, is just put a little piece, and it doesn't have to be big. It can be just a small piece of cardstock just to kind of cover where you have those gems. So I hope you enjoyed this very simple stamping using Nature's Prints, the Sun Prints collection, and our new circle punch, which is in the back, which is really fun. Have a great day.